Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, and today I am out crop scouting my field. A lot of tar spot on here. I haven't been in here in a little while, but this corn is hopefully going to be coming off soon if I don't get caught on my... Look at this, my leash got caught all the way back here. Yes, I have the corn dog with me, that's why I have the leash. But I am going to grab a couple ears and we are going to check the moisture. So I know this is a wetter part of the field. The stand is pretty poor. As you can kind of see, I'm walking. I should not be able to walk through this, no problem with barely touching leaves. Like that's a skip. We had a lot of emergence issues here. An average representative ear. I think this one will be pretty good. Grab this guy and I'll grab one from another spot and we'll go home and test it. We're thinking about combining this here in the next couple days. So it's always good to kind of get a guesstimate of where you're at. Because if we're at 25%, we might let it sit for a week. If we're at 13%, which is there's no way it's gonna be that dry, but if we're that dry, we'll get it tomorrow or today. Hi, corn dog. This part of the field is a lot worse. Wow. The stalk quality is horrible. It's got to be deer damage or something, because something fell off and was eating it. Yeah, we need to get this combine. This looks horrible. Certain parts of this farm look better than others. And now that I take over management of it, my aim is to try and figure it out. Because you guys remember down below, great looking corn, very rich in fertilizer, looks good. Up here, up on top of the hill, I'm taller than it. Not good. Like taller by a lot. So this part of the farm is going to yield very poorly. I can already tell that. This makes me sick if I'm being honest, guys. Not good, but at least the stalk quality isn't bad, which is surprising for how terrible it looks. Some of the stalks aren't looking great, but yeah, we need to get this picked. So let's grab an ear, a representative ear. Just so much smaller. Might have to grab two from here. Apparently all the trucks are full from last night, so I am going to check engine oil, start them up, and start dumping. I had a semi-tire that was low on air, this inside rear dual from the trailer. It was at 40 pounds. Found that via the hammer method. All the tires kind of bounced back the same except for that inside one. It just kind of thudded and stopped. So you know you get a low tire. Very scientific. Here's the air duct. Let's go ahead and pull this thing over the pit and dump it. Good job, Daisy. Well, time to fire up this old girl and do the pre-trip on this sucker. This one will be a little bit more exciting than the last one. Just a little bit. Smoky. Let's back this sucker out. Looks like we blew an airbag at some point. Yeah, right there. That's the suspension for our trucks. One truck is empty. Two more that are full. We're gonna move a little bit of corn this morning. I'm gonna pull this truck out of the way. And yeah, move some corn. We're gonna start picking corn here pretty early this morning as well. Filling up the truck for uptown. Loaded up with dry corn. I'm gonna head uptown with this load. Try to just move as much dry as we can because we are full. We still have 700 acres of crop left, and we are quite a bit of corn to move so we can put that corn someplace. It's officially gassing season. Putting on next year's fertilizer. Just pulling onto the scale. Just pulling up to the scale, or to the dump I should say. And they got a surprise for me. Look at this. This the sample pro so I don't forget it. Gave me a little wristband. And it's even mine. Because this is how, I'll explain that in a second. So this is how we grab samples. They're old Clorox wipe boxes or whatever you want to call it. We just grab a sample as it's dumping. Because same way, you just want to make sure the corn's dry and the test weight so they know how to pay us. But I tend to forget this on occasion. So I jokingly said, oh, you should make me one with a bracelet. That way I wouldn't forget it. Well, that's what she did. Must be looking to sell some beans. Gonna get this wagon and try to get the old Pete out of here as well. And of course this thing probably died because it's stupid. But we got the Pete moved out of there. I hope you guys at least got to see it. We got the Pete moved out. We're gonna open up this door. We're gonna get this stuff moved because we're gonna potentially put in corn here as early as even today. So we're gonna get this stuff moved and sweeped out. So Pat's gonna set up that auger there to the shed, and I'm gonna head down to the field because Curtis is working on his truck. He's greasing it. All I know is whatever poop that they haul in on dump trucks smells literally the worst poop I've ever smelled. It is bad. So this is our Sturt farm. It's a bottom piece, 80 acres or so. Planted it really late. Partially just because it had a lot of tile work and drainage issues, but we got all that fixed. Planted late, and it looks good. The problem is it's about 28 to 30% right now, so we're gonna have to let it dry down for another week or so. That'll be the last stuff we pick, but man, it looks good. Can't wait. There's the master. Let's get her going. Dylan, Mason's over there about ready to get started. Let's go, GoPro's going to that. It's gonna film me?
Probably not.
Why not? Oh, come on.
Hey, what are you guys doing down there? Come along with me today as I show you the ropes for running the grain cart.
You out running around? You having fun? Playing in the corn? Good girl. So we got about 5 acres over there, 16 over there, and then we'll be done here. And we're gonna move over to Nathan's farm, about 15 miles that way. Not 15, 10. Where's Curtis? We'll be there just in time. He went and greased his truck and trailer this morning, so it's fun. Llama, 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 llama. Either that or an alpaca, I can't tell the difference. Are you mounting that cow? I'm sorry you guys had to see that. Right here, this farm is where they're putting that some sort of manure down, and it smells gnarly. Ugh. Be thankful that cameras don't convey smell. Whew, that's bad. So Pat's gonna knock out this field here. He's got about 25 acres left or so. So he's got 2 chunks left. This chunk's gonna go to the farm. That chunk up north is a different number. It's drier. It's actually gonna go uptown. Surprised he's not going though. That's what Pat's doing. He's getting that auger ready to go because we're gonna dump corn in the shed. Dumping this truck right now. I'm gonna go hook the 190 up to the rake for the Budley man, and Larry is sweeping out the shed so we can dump corn in there a little later. I pulled that auger right in there. I think we'll be ready to roll, hopefully. Rake is hooked up. I'll take this thing over. I think my dad is gonna be running this thing today. I don't know. Someone's gonna run because we got a special piece of equipment coming down today to try out from our local Case IH dealership. You guys will see that when we get there. Corn dog in her natural habitat on the farm. Let's go check on Larry. He's sweeping out the shed because we're eventually, like I said, gonna start dumping corn in the shed here today or tomorrow, one of those. Hope we're gonna get 20,000 in there. Let's go. Come on, come. Ow! Should have wiped you off first. So my Uncle Bun isn't quite here yet, so I'm actually going to take over Bun's grain cart for a little bit. Pat's about ready to get going. So we'll park my truck here and Bun should be showing up here in the next 10 minutes, I guess. I just keyed on the tractor. It said the grid heater was on. That's basically warming up the air inlet for the tractor. We'll let it warm up. Easy. This tractor's been warming up for about 5 minutes or so. The hydraulics are very cold. Well, let's go ahead and dump whatever I got on the truck. I got about 14,000. Unloading. Scale is very handy. So the last couple days, Pat and Bun and Cletus have knocked a good portion of this field out. We got about 30 acres left, 25 to 30. So not too bad. While Nathan has only got about 50 acres done down at the Long Farm. They've spent a lot of time moving corn and getting caught up on maintenance and other stuff. We did have a little bit of rain on Wednesday that shut us down. So it's Friday now. We are going to get done with the Long Farm. We're going to get done with this farm. We're going to head west of here 5 miles to the Hoffman farm, to Nathan's farm. First grain tank of the day. 3 mile an hour, 20 feet wide, 200 bushel corn. Not too bad. Those 2 deer are just literally sitting out there playing. What the heck? Time to go get lunch. Got our bucket lunch. Meat, veggies, potatoes, some sort of dessert. That's what she usually is. Delicious. And there's Uncle Bun. There's my replacement. Well, like your replacement. You're irreplaceable. I'm sorry. Dumping. One more dump should fill me up. Neighbors are rolling pretty good over there. They're probably going 4 mile an hour with their 8-row. We definitely could push it more with our 8-row, but that just goes 1 speed, just like the Bud Man. So now I'm going to switch out because Bun's here. And now I sit for about a half hour because Pat needs 1 more dump. That'll get enough on the cart or enough grain for me to fill this truck. Then I will skedaddle. Lunch was delicious, but they gave me an apple. I don't know what to do with this. Do you want it? Yeah, I don't know what to do with this thing. Like, do you eat it? Do you peel it? But now I'm gonna take the pickup up back to the farm and bring the rake down. So like I said before, we have a surprise coming down here shortly. And if you guys have paid attention, I have shown it before, so it's not a complete surprise if you guys are paying attention. Let's go get the rake. That should I guess that should give it away what's coming down. I'm gonna hop in the 190 in the rake. First take it off in Jeff's truck. Heading south. So I'm gonna hop in here and start raking some stocks. Kurt's gonna come in because everyone kind of wants to see the new toy. Bun's full. He's gonna fill my truck up. There's just something satisfied about that. Turning it nice and black. Special guest has made an appearance. You guys guess what it is? Yep, I'm a terrible secret hider. But we got a new baler, a 565. I'm not sure, RB 565. I'm not 100% sure of the model right now, but we'll get clarifications. Very grateful that Kunau Implement was able to bring it down and give us a shot to demo it. We'll be raking some stocks with it, or baling some stocks with it, I should say. Man, that looks like a state job right there. 8 guys just standing around. Sheesh. So let's go take a look, guys. I have no idea what we're looking at here, but that's why we got an expert here to kind of show us what we're doing. Man, look at this. Clean coverage. So we got a Maxim 150 and the RB 565 premium baler. He's rapping, I can hear it rapping. That was a pretty quick cycle time. Be willing to bet Curtis wasn't running that because he wouldn't have moved it that quick. Nice looking bale. There's some deer over there. Those same deer are still there. Must be munching. So we got Darren in the baler now, just kind of running everybody through, and then they're gonna have the misfortune of my turn to try it. I don't bale, I don't pretend to, but we're gonna give her a shot. Ron Schrader.
Yeah, Ron, John Strickler.
Nice to meet you, John. So what do you do?
Yeah, so I'm a livestock product specialist with Case IH, so I cover the Midwest. Within the livestock product specialist role, I cover the mid-size and utility tractors, and then all the hay and forage equipment.
Awesome. That sounds good. So what do we have here? What's this beautiful?
So two products I do cover. One being the Maxim lineup. So we've got 5 different horsepower models within that. So 115, 125, 135, 145, and 150. The 150 having the 6-cylinder, the other ones have the 4-cylinder.
Makes sense.
Got 3 different cab options on this. This one's an active drive 8, so kind of got some cool things within the transmission we can do. One of which being baler automation, which we'll show you. So that's in the multi-control cab. When we come over here to the baler, we have the RB 565. So when we talk about that, the nomenclature, RB means round baler.
Makes sense.
Our 5 is going to be our baler width. And then 6 being 6-foot tall bales, so 72 inches.
Your diameter. Yep.
Pretty common for this area.
Yep.
5 is the series, so the 5 series has been out for a long time.
Yeah, makes sense.
Time to make improvements on these. Generally speaking, so these we've got 3 different kind of models within that 565. We got a 565 Premium, which has been kind of a staple of that lineup for a long time. We have a Premium HD, so that one has a different, I guess, series of rolls in there available for silage and a heavier duty drive. And this one right here is the Premium with the HD drive. So not to be confused, but that actually has, it's the Premium with the HD drive system that would be on the HD baler.
Makes sense. Cool. And
great baler for, you know, dry hay and corn stalks essentially.
Which is exactly what we do.
Yep, you betcha. Yeah. Kind of the staples of our baler. I like it. Front load net wrap on these, so it makes it really easy for, you know, a guy to be able to see for visibility.
Yep.
Watch that net get placed on the baler, short travel, and density. Density is huge with our balers. So as you can tell, super nice tight bale.
I was going to say very well, because these are just combined yesterday, so they're not the driest corn stalks in the world. So it's doing a nice job.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So that's kind of the, I guess, some of the keynotes on the baler. I don't know if you have the questions.
What is this right here? That's new.
Yeah. Well, so part of our baler right here is we're doing automation. One of the key things we need besides a couple unlocks on the tractor and the baler is we have this bale presence switch. So that bale presence switch actually lets the bale or the baler know that the bale has crossed over this. It's a magnet and the clip.
That makes sense.
And that recognizes that. So once the tailgate senses that, or the ramp senses that, it can close the tailgate and then we can take off again.
And what's the whole, like, give me the 5-second summary. What's the benefits of automation? Or what do you got? Is it like reduced cycle times? Is it operator fatigue? Like what's the big benefit?
Kind of both of those would be the keynotes of it. So the cycle time, for one, a lot of guys have noticed we put some really experienced operators in this, and what they've found is having, you know, that automation has allowed guys to, you know, pretty much trim off 15-20 seconds. Well, when you do 100, 200, 300 bales in a day, you can really save a lot of time.
And then
like fatigue, obviously stopping and, you know, using your hand to cycle remotes isn't a really fatiguing process, but over the course of time in a day, it, you know.
Well, and you can prevent mishitting it too. Like
exactly, you know, you get about 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a long day, you know, and sometimes you stroke the wrong remote or whatnot, and you have an issue that way. So
there's a reason I don't do very many baling anymore. We'll just leave it at that. This would be very handy for me. Sweet. Well, let's go get in the cab.
Take it off.
I like it. So I haven't baled in a couple years, which will be a good test on how well their automation is, because the other 3 guys run the balers. I don't. Yeah, the real question is there a good YouTuber package on your tractors? Is there a magnet?
Yeah, right, exactly, yeah. We talked about the new monitor, the Pro 700 Plus, 1200 with 700 software.
Yep.
We've got automation fired up here. What we'll do is your pickup is on remote 2, and we'll turn on the PTO. And essentially all you have to do once we get going here is take off. When it gets a full bale, the tractor and baler will stop. It will wrap, it'll cycle the tailgate, it'll close the tailgate, and then all we have to do is shuttle forward.
Well, that's pretty dang handy.
We'll find out.
I was gonna say it looks pretty well. I mean, just in general. So like this Magnum definitely got a facelift. I like the steering wheel, the Pro 1200, like it, Pro 700 Plus. It definitely, I can tell a difference in as far as like the resolution just seems a lot better.
Absolutely.
Looks a little bit cleaner.
Exactly. Yeah, the Maxims, they got a really good facelift. So we got nice steering wheel on here. We got the cool box. handy to put stuff in
That
there.
is actually really handy.
Yep.
We'll see if it'll work.
Yeah, we're gonna work on the YouTube package for this in the
I was
future.
gonna say that's one of my biggest feedback right now. Well,
you betcha.
We'll test out the automation if a novice can do it.
Yeah, you betcha. Yeah, so you can either use that or the shuttle.
Oh, you guys can't see right now, but on the Pro 1200 Plus, it's really handy. I can see with the size of my bale right now how close we're getting there. I can try to keep my bale even. There's like sensors on there that basically tell me, okay, right side's too full, left side's too full. I'm guessing that means it's getting close.
Yep, we're getting close. And we should stop and track.
This is goofy. I'm not touching anything.
Yeah.
So it must be wrapping right now, which I can see the wrap moving.
Yeah, that's what I love about the front load and that wrap. You can see that.
Wow, that is fast. So I didn't have to touch anything.
No,
That was really
I just
handy.
pushed the clutch, yeah.
Minus the heavy lead foot of the guy running it.
Yeah.
That is really handy. So in the past, I would have to be basically watching that, driving. I would have to be running the gate with my with an SCV that introduces air, like you talked about before. I've definitely accidentally discharged bales before. It happens.
There's a lot of room for error.
Exactly. This is what I'm looking at. This is your bale size, really nice and clean. I can see how lopsided my bale is. I was driving on the wrong side.
It's easy to do in corn stocks. There's a lot of material.
So basically, I just want to try to keep those bars even as possible. I can adjust my which direction I'm driving. Can't be the guy to make the worst looking one though.
No.
They're stopping. It's telling me that. So what would you say? So like having this baler automation, it's saving roughly how much time?
It seems like most guys have said 15 to 20 seconds in the sequence.
Yep.
That's probably on the strong end.
Yep.
The big thing is a lot of times that tailgate, you know, it'll cycle open, then it might not even be open all the way.
Yeah.
Once it hits that present switch, especially in a heavier hay bale, it'll notice
Right.
that. Then it can start cycling down, where most guys, they'll cycle that open, they look back and make sure it's out from underneath there, and then they'll close it down.
And that makes sense because like I said, you can't, there's no way to know, but putting that sensor back there, you can gain that efficiency, gain
Right,
that time.
it's just tough, you know, with mirrors and whatnot to see that.
Exactly.
When it's right behind the baler, where if that sensor, I mean,
Hits
when
it,
it
you know.
Yep, exactly. The tractor knows, it'll sense it, and you just go.
Cool. Well, we're already at the end. I've made 2 bales, and that's the most stress-free I've ever been. This is pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Look at that bale. Man, it's like I've been doing this for years of my life.
You're a pro, Ron.
It is actually pretty handy as I'm making another one. And like you said, as soon as that shuts, that beep, I just put her in, push the clutch, and away we go. You're a natural. You're teaching me so well.
I don't know if I'm that good.
Well, John, like I said, much appreciated you showing me how. I made, what, 7 bales, and I don't see any blown up. Early premature gate opening. This thing's pretty nice. It gets my seal of approval because I am as novice as it comes to baling, and I didn't mess up.
Ron, you're a natural.
I wouldn't go that far, but like I said, the product makes it lucky. So we appreciate you coming down. Thanks for Kunau for setting this up, and like I said, thank you guys so much.
Absolutely.
Whew, well, that was interesting. So I can't thank Kunau enough for kind of setting us up with this demo. This is a cool thing. So we are going to actually be running this the rest of the day. We're basically going to be Darren's going to be raking another 50 to 100 bales, or raking enough for 50 or 100 bales. And he's actually going to be running that 150 Maxim with the RB 565 baler. That's pretty cool. Like I said, guys, I kid you not when I say I don't bale for a reason. It's a story for another time. But I find it stressful, especially in the hills, and that system actually does make it easier. So I've never ran a baler automation before, but now I don't want to run one without it. So Darren will be running it the rest of the day. He will be getting you guys some footage as soon as I get him a camera. But my camera was in my truck that it got stolen.
Okay, you got the Bud Man from, you know it, I'm from Jackson County, and it's beautiful. Anyway, we're back down at the Long Farm. We got about 15 acres to go over there somewhere on the other side of them trees. Nathan's just taken off with the combine. He's got to get it opened up, and then I'll go over and we'll knock this out. And then I think we're going to, it's called the Hoffman Farm. But first we got to get these 15 acres out. A little windy, a little cold, but we're rocking and rolling. We need to get this done so we can get up to my farm and get that out. Okay, he just called me to come over, so I'm gonna leave this field and go over to that field. You know, he's way up there ready for me, ready. So we're gonna go in this little driveway here, put my blinker on. These are kind of narrow, so you gotta be careful. Comes the other truck.
There's Nathan. He's making his way around the field. I just saw a pheasant get kicked out. I've never seen one down here. That's awesome. All right, enough playing. Enough playing for now.
Okay, as you see, there's corn in front of me. He had to make a roll there so he could dump. And when he gets done dumping here, I'll have to back up. Hey, there's one thing I haven't done here. I got to give a big a huge shout out to my wife Jeanette and Ron's wife Chrislyn for letting us come out and play in this here stuff for a while. We got about 10 days of good days of going yet. We'll be done hopefully. So a big shout out to Chrislyn and Jeanette. Salute. Happy Veterans Day to everybody out there also. Thanks for keeping our country safe.
See that? Thought I smelled something burning. That's not cool. It's that little space heater right here. And yeah, she might be roached. I'm gonna let that thing cool down and not use it the rest of the day.
Okay, so you went from there over to here, then we'll keep going all the way around this field back over to there. Here we go. One kernel at a time. One kernel at a time. That's a pear tree there. Look at that.
There's the bud man, and Daisy's wondering what the heck's going on. See Budley.
He is getting full. Better get up here quick. Hey, now we gotta turn around and we'll go back down that way and make this whole loop once again. Having fun without any sun. I should be a poet. I don't even know it. There goes Nathan.
Daisy's just out having fun. I'm just sitting here editing. This guy on that trailer moved 19 bales last time. You can fit 10 on the bottom and another 9 up on top. That's impressive.
Making up time is what we're doing, making up time.
Oh, I am full. Shut the tarp and let's roll.
There's a bad accident on the corner right there. That's why there's so much traffic.
I was wondering why there's so much traffic. I've literally never seen more than 2 cars on this road. I don't know if you guys caught that, but Curtis said there was a helicopter coming in. And I did see a helicopter, I just didn't think it was landing. Oh my gosh. That's bad. Apparently Lifeline helicopters right east of Goose Lake. Oh my gosh, that road's horrible. Not good. Yeah, they have the entire road blocked down. A buddy of mine said that a 17-year-old was ejected in a car wreck. That's all done with this field. He's heading to Hoffman's. Darren's bailing away. Yep, that's heading to the next field to the west. I'm gonna go run Darren a camera since he is bailing with that new baler. Give him some good feedback. Or you guys can get some feedback from a more experienced operator other than myself. Well, I definitely left the key on this thing. Whoops. Maybe we're doing some inline ripping. I wish we were doing that. I really wish we were doing that. Need to. Later this year. Let's go take a look at this new sweet demo baler that we're demoing for the day. Seriously, I can't thank Kunau's enough. Appreciate the opportunity, guys. So again, this thing's got baler automation. It stops on its own, wraps on its own, ejects on its own. All you gotta do is start back up. Let's go, drop the hammer, buddy. He's going very slow. There's quite a bit of fodder that's going in there right now, that's for sure. It's a pretty sweet looking Maxim, sorry. Hydraulic cylinders now instead of, that's an update. It's got hydraulic cylinders instead of springs. Ours have a spring. That cylinder right there is basically raising up bolts, or I'm not sure exactly what it is, but the fuller the bale you got, the more that cylinder raises up. You kind of see those two nubbins up on top. You make me walk all this way? There, he stopped automatically, it's already wrapping. Pretty slick. Hey, Deere, right there, bud. I gotta keep going. I don't want to sit next to you, smell. Yeah. Okay, bye. Pretty slick. Oh, Darren. What's up with this? I see a little slope. So as I was mentioning while I was actually running the baler, you do have to kind of zigzag side to side to fill your bale evenly, because we only have a 4-foot-ish windrow, but that's a 6-foot wide baler, or 5-foot wide, 5-foot wide baler. So you do kind of gotta zigzag a little bit to kind of make sure it fills evenly, because if you don't, you have a lopsided bale. But I will say this, pretty good bale so far. Preston Rescue must have cleared the scene, because they are just going back home. Thank you guys for what you do. So we are just filling that wet bin up. We only have one indicator left, so my truck for sure will fit. That bin's full, that bin's full, and this bin we've been taking some grain out of. It's probably got 10,000 of room, roughly, so we can dry into that at some point. Gotta love this time of year where we're just fitting space as much as we can. Tell you what, guys, having this on-road diesel tank on the farm is awesome. Able to save money. So we'd be paying $5 a gallon, where I think we got this tank filled for under $4. So that's saving us money right there, as well as time. I can just come and fill up 30 gallons a day, 40 gallons a day, and call it good, as opposed to wasting time at the fuel stations. I mean, this thing pumps 35 gallons a minute. The other ones up in Preston pumps like maybe 10. The other one down there maybe 15 or 20. I'm gonna put 30 gallons in and call it good. Look at that, right on the numbers. I am good. And no, that wasn't me clicking. That was me turning the pump off, so there's a little bit of wind down too. Let's roll. Darren's got the lights on. I bet he's liking those lights compared to our normal baling tractor, which is the 190 right here that still has yellow smellow lights. It's a 20-year difference in tractors. Made it back here to the long farm, and we are done at the long farm. Budley was waiting for me, Nathan already took off, so they're gonna be moving up at the Hoffman farm when I get there, that's for sure. Pat should already be going, opening things up. Hi, did you? Okay, so never mind, apparently there are cows out, so Curtis has been dealing with that. Sorry, Curtis has been dealing with that, and of course the one time we don't have a pickup here, that's neat. So yeah, Curtis has been dealing with that, so he hasn't gotten filled yet, so therefore they were waiting on me for like a half hour. That's fun. There's Curtis. He must have just got done chasing cows. The reason he didn't turn in here is because it is a stupid tight driveway from the south, so he's probably gonna go all the way down, turn right, back up, and then go this way, then pull in. The Budley man sounds full. I'll check on him real quick. Yeah, that's a full load, definitely a full load. Nathan's just about done. Let's go dump this guy.
Okay, everyone, this wraps up another farm. This is the long farm, and we are just about done unloading. We're done picking. Now we're unloading. It's a gorgeous night to be sitting in a tractor. It's going to get chilly tonight. Grandma's not doing too good. She's up in Dubuque Hospital. Something to do with the kidneys, I guess. So could use a few prayers for my grandma. Hopefully everything turns out good. Okay, we're gonna fold her up. Gonna fold up the 12-row head into a 4-row head. Well, the lights are bright. Fold her up. And it's down. And we're off.
Dylan. Hi, Dizzy. I am full. We're gonna head uptown. Darren just pulled in with the nice Magnum. Thing's bright. Very bright. Sprint, Darren! I see you sprinting. So I'm gonna run Darren down to his pickup. There goes Cletus. Here comes Cletus. So Curtis is gonna help Cletus start dumping in the pile. Or start dumping a pile, not dumping in the pile. We haven't started a pile yet. I'll stick this sucker right here because I need to get moving.
Okay, we made it up to the Huffman farm. We got a combine over there. We got a combine down here. And I'm going down through the woods here.
Bun is dumping on the road, so we don't like doing this. But we just kind of have to at this farm until we get some stuff opened up. We got the semi parked well off the road. There's actually a neighbor's house that we park in his driveway. So the cars can still get by, but it's not ideal, but it is what it is. Uncle Bun is empty. We're gonna pull in the driveway here and turn around.
Once again, since we're going on the outside round, he's over there, but he had to cut in here so we can unload. I got a question for you. I know you can't see me, but I have my sucker here. Anybody drink or lick these lollipops out here? Is this purple or is this blue? I say it's purple, but my wife says it's blue. I still think it's purple. Picking corn, sucking on lollipops. Life can't get much better than this. Oh, by the way, I was reffing a kids basketball game a couple weekends ago on a Sunday, and I tore my meniscus. They said severe tear to the meniscus. Never had one of those before, so now I got to go see an orthopedic surgeon and see how we're going to fix this. So I think it's going to mess up my reffing basketball, high school, and it's going to probably mess up my deer hunting season this year, but I hope not. So we'll find out what happens here. I'll let you know with my purple lollipop.
There's Patrick picking a row of shame. Oh, you got a row of shame? That's a good question. There's the bud man. He's gonna go dump onto Cletus. That should fill him up. At least here, like I said, we're able to use this, our neighbor's shoulder here. We're able to get the grain cart, you know, halfway off the road so cars can still get by. It's not that big of a deal. Just kind of sucks we gotta do this at night though. Just having to kind of just maneuver back and forth a little bit. What is it? You can come here. Come on. There's the Bud Man and the Nathan Man, I think. It's like it's snowing. No, it's not. And I still have room. Yum. Delicious. Larry brought us some lunches. Or dinners, whatever you want to call it. I do usually. Now I'm just getting stuff packed up because we are done for the night and letting stuff cool down. Ready, Daisy girl? Yeah.
Okay, we're dumping and going.
Do you think you could go out and dump on the semi or not?
Bright lights, bright lights.
Well, I'm gonna start piling some corn up now. I hate doing it. Wish we had more bin space. That'll be coming at some point, but for right now, like I said, putting a pile of corn on the ground saves us roughly $5 grand a year, give or take. So it's worth doing it. It's worth the hassle, but it just kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. We got to do it. Ready, Daisy girl? I don't know how well you can hear them, but those coyotes were loud right there. You should not meet one of them. We are going to quit for the night. It's 8:30, a little lit earlier, but it got a little tougher the farther down the hill you got, so they're just gonna wait till morning to do it. So it kind of stinks, but I mean, it's 8:30. We're gonna get everything, we're gonna get all the trucks filled up. So all the trucks are filled up, I should say. Whoa. Oh yeah. I had Daisy in here when she was cold earlier this morning. So we'll have 5,000 bushels sitting on wheels tomorrow morning, which isn't bad. Have about 30 acres done with that. So we had a pretty good day. 30 acres plus 25 plus 30. So we had a solid 85 acre day. Not too bad. And we even took an hour off to go have that demo with Kunau. So again, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you appreciated it. I know I appreciate you guys. Stay tuned. Harvest is wrapping up, but we still have plenty of content left. We have roughly 450 acres left as of tonight. So hopefully things keep going good. But thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, take it easy, stay safe, and ta-ta for now.